You are listening to the Hello Sport Podcast.
All right, punters and dribblers, finally happening. We said we were going to do it, then Dave faked tonsillitis, then we had to go to Perth, and then we came back from Perth hungover, and then we spoke to the cheese, and now we're here. So it's been that there excuses the delay, but it did take us a while, but now we're here doing it, and that is social sport injuries. I think there's some photos as well, which I'm not looking forward to seeing because I'm a squeamish motherfucker. Do you remember, Eddie, how we even got to the social sport injuries thing?
No, I have absolutely no idea. Can I also admit something?
Yeah.
I don't even remember talking about it.
No?
No.
I remember talking about it because remember we were talking about how like Freeman almost broke his neck and then
yeah, but I've talked about that story a couple of different times.
Yes, I think it may have been when I got that bruise on my leg as well from.
No, I think it was
72 not out.
I don't think so.
I just wanted to bring that up.
It was you had the last man standing game where one of the boys in your team had some gruesome injury and you were laughing about it in bed.
Barthy fucking broke his shoulder.
Back then?
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. Now I remember the context.
In fairness, that I think was the same game. I got 72 not out in off 33 balls.
I don't think so.
No, it was because I've only played one game in like the last fucking.
I don't know if you were there.
No, I was there. I remember seeing him do it because I then went into bat after him and I hit a fucking six off the last ball to get me to 72 off 33 balls.
But not a ton.
No, but it's a ton, sort of.
We met someone the other day that had a ton.
Yeah, I know. There are some fucking absolute psychopaths in that.
Right. So what you've done is not that impressive. Is all
Well,
no.
For me it is because I hadn't played a game in fucking months, and I'm not even a cricketer. I'm just an athlete.
But no ton.
Just,
it's just important to.
So anyway, to recap, my mate Nick Bath, runner Bath, he broke his shoulder trying to take a quick single when we were playing for Thick Ropes County. He went for the quick single, then...
Did he get run out?
Yeah, then he ran back because it was not on.
Right.
Dove for the crease, was run out and landed awkwardly and broke his shoulder, meaning he could not go on holiday or to Germany for work or whatever. He had to cancel. He needs surgery.
Yeah.
Haven't checked in on you for a little while, Barthy. Hope you're well.
Hope you're all right, bruh.
But that's quite a severe social sport injury. It was because I was awake all night laughing at his message to us.
Yes, that's
so
right.
Anyway, we asked him.
Didn't you have to go sit on the shitter?
I had to leave the bed because I was like, I'm convulsing so hard. Steph's going to either wake up and think I'm crying. I was crying with laughter, but it was just the funniest message I've ever read.
The Barthy incident, you sitting on the John because you were laughing too much, feels legitimately to me like 6 months minimum.
Yeah, it was, dude. That's how long it fucking was. But we had to do this because we said we were going to do it.
It wasn't 6 months, though.
No, but you know what I mean.
What do you reckon? 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks.
Not long.
No, but it feels like a long time. And you know what? In the fast-paced world of podcasting,
He's got to... I don't know what you do.
I don't know. I think we could be talking here forever and never get to any of them. Now, Dave, there are some that have been written in, some that are dribbles. We can get to the written ones first. There are some images provided as well, which are fucked. So tell us who's sent them in and then what the go is.
Zach Heath.
Yeah.
Thought I would reach out following the chat on injuries from low-tier social sporting feats. I was asked by some mates to fill in for their indoor soccer team, which typically plays about D grade or lower. This period was grading in the warm-up, I noticed one of their players I went to school with and was an Australian rep indoor player. I sensed trouble straight away. I started on the field, but thought I would give our goalie a break and dust off my keeping skills. Kept because I was the most overweight and took up the most space for my junior days. I got in goals, and as soon as I looked up, the most perfect volley appeared for the opposition, who hit it as sweetly as anyone could. I stuck out my hand as a reaction, only to see my entire hand fold back parallel with my arm. I immediately left the field and watched the game with an ice pack. My girlfriend physio looked at it afterwards and laughed and said it wasn't broken. She was very wrong, and I spent the entire summer in a cast for about 3 minutes of indoor soccer.
Jesus. So what?
Is fuck.
Kicked it so hard it snapped his
all
arm.
the way back.
Now, I will say this respectfully to, what's this guy's name?
Zach Heath.
Zach Heath. That's brittle bone city if a fucking soccer ball snaps your arm, isn't it?
Depends how sweet it was hit.
You reckon?
Indoor soccer as well.
But, or he's brittle bone, Zach.
Because it's not... Isn't that more ligaments and shit? That's not actually like a bone.
Then how are you breaking it? You can't break your arm with ligaments. That's ligament damage. He broke his fucking arm.
Jesus Christ. He's soft. He's soft as butter. There's no doubt about that. All I'm saying is
Can you get a photo of? Is there a photo for this one or no?
There's a photo of the X-ray, but can't really see that
X-rays.
much.
You can't see much? Where's the break?
The X-ray looks pretty normal.
Where's the break?
I'll get it. The break is in his wrist, but it doesn't really look...
Jesus Christ.
It says here on Google that like amateur soccer players can kick a ball up to like 70 k's an hour.
So let's assume he hit it real sweet.
Real sweet. Okay, well, how fast can a professional soccer player kick a ball?
Up to like 100 k's. Oh, more, sorry. The fastest a player's kicked a soccer ball is 211 k's an hour.
What?
That's fucked. Imagine copping that to the face.
No, bruh. Yeah, okay, I can't see where any break is there. Sorry, Zach.
Bottom right?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Looks like he's broken the tibia.
Is that not in your leg? Yeah. Thought so.
Mate, you should be ashamed of yourself,
Yeah,
quite
sorry,
frankly.
dude. Indoor soccer.
Like, I just imagine him with his little hand out, like,
No wonder his girlfriend was like,
Wait.
you didn't break it, you pussy.
Yeah, you're a pussy. Sorry, bro.
Sorry. Respectfully, you're a
Well, with all due respect.
Yeah.
But you
pussy.
are
You're a big pussy.
Yeah, just giving a call up about the old casual sports, the old social sports fucking injury yarn. So I was a bit of a go-getter in the old theatre sports realm back in the day. I know, don't judge me, but it is what it is. Anyway, I was just pretending to bash this dude up, you know, facing away from the crowd, just on top of him, pounding his head into the core of the earth. Obviously not actually bashing him, just next to his head. Anyway, fucking going at him, bam, 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 fuck. Forgot to stop, punched the floor, fucking shattered my knuckles. Safe to say I was the smudge of theatre sports, but now I just fucking choke like Manly's going to choke, mate. All right. Go get him.
Okay.
Love you, boys.
All right.
Mwah.
Okay. All right.
What was the... I don't understand what Manly had to do with it.
Well, no, I mean, and they're just... But, like, when we're talking about social sport injuries and then you come at us with a theatre sport injury and then follow it up with a dig at Manly, I'm like, this cunt isn't self-aware enough. He basically just punched the floor whilst trying to act.
That's right.
Badly.
A theatre sports
Injury.
Theatre sports. And he has the fucking nerve to come at 8-time premiership winning club, Manly.
Yeah.
No. It's not how it works. It doesn't work that way.
No. God, I'd like to do a live, like a one where it's like...
Call in,
we're talking to you, and actually, like, you know, not just voicemail, because I got questions.
Same. Heaps of them. Like, why the fuck did you do that?
Yeah.
Like, first and foremost, it's theatre sports, bro. Like, you're not trying to win a fucking Oscar. Woo up.
If you were trying to win an Oscar, you know what I mean, then sure.
But I don't think you were.
No, this has got real community theatre vibes for me, or even like university theatre vibes.
Yeah, this has got like, you know, come and see us in your lunch break sort of.
Plastic chairs spread out.
Yeah.
Like and like sparsely populated room, like no one in there.
No one in there. And the people that are in there are a bit left of centre.
Well, but I would say that it probably carried a lot of cachet with the other theatre nerds, though, that like, broke my knuckles fucking acting.
A lot of BO in that room.
Shitloads of BO and people like...
Heaps of BO in there, dude.
Yeah. Like not really into like...
Personal hygiene.
Haven't discovered hygiene yet. Anyway, congratulations on breaking your knuckles. Pretending to bash someone in a community centre hall. Thank you very much for your call.
Maybe a scout hall.
Scout hall. You press on.
G'day there, lads. Tommy, Eddie, Theo, Dave, Tobler. Just calling in about a pretty social sport injury. So we played summer AFL at Centennial Park, it actually was, and I took it quite seriously. There's nothing social about social sport as far as I'm concerned. And I would always turn up about half an hour before, do my heel kicks, my butt kicks, high knees, stretch out the hip flexors, all that kind of jazz. All the other lads would turn up in their suits straight from sitting down for 9 hours, chuck on the sand shoes and they're out there. I'd always been about not warming up. And anyway, we did quite well. We made the semis and got the ball first minute. Went to chuck a bit of a goosey and then snap, fell to the ground like a bag of spuds, and I'd snapped my Achilles. Literally sniped, big like a whip crack. Turned around, started abusing my mate because I thought he ankle tapped me. He was like, mate, I was nowhere near you. Felt my Achilles, it wasn't there anymore. It recoiled up to the calf. A lot of pain. Went to St Vincent's Hospital. Thursday night, all the junkies were there, so I wasn't seen until about 2 a.m.
Love that.
And yeah, spent 6 months in the boots, and yeah, so that's why you don't warm up. Anyway, this is Jack from Walker, not Jarch, but the other Jack. Shout out to CSU Bathurst, Cheeky Tuesdays, DK, etc.
Oh yeah,
Cheers, lads. See you soon.
This motherfucker.
You know,
Who?
I think it's Jack Goddard.
Oh, is he from Walker?
Yep.
Didn't sound like him.
Well, he's from Walker, and his name's Jack, and he went to CSU. So I'm just doing the math.
Well, yeah, but that didn't sound like him. Either way, dude, a snapped Achilles.
Garrard?
Yeah, Jack Garrard.
Garrard.
Whatever. Snapped Achilles, shout out Jack. Snapped Achilles is fucked. 6 months in a moon boot? Imagine
Dude, recoiling into your fucking calf fucking wigs me out.
Yeah. I remember once.
That makes me feel sick.
I remember once at primary school, there was like a parents' sort of kids' sports day or some shit. Or it was like some sort of day where like parents were there. And they had like a dad's race. And it's all these fucking, again, I think about it back now, it's like 10 years from when Evie's 10, I'll be 40, right? So let's say it was like I was, 10 years old or something like that. So all these dads are there trying to, run the fucking 100-meter race to be like, who's the most alpha dad? And
you were doing it.
No, dude, I was 10, and my old man was not running. I can guarantee you that. But all these dads trying to be alpha dads were take off the fucking RM Williams, roll up the bloody moleskins, and get into work. And this dad has gone off so hard and fast, and he's out in front, and then just and just drops to the ground, dude, and his calf completely snapped, and everyone's like, that's what happens when you try too hard, dude.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
That's
You're too old,
embarrassing.
bro. You're too old. You can't just go to top speed after 20 years on the sideline and expect the bod to respond. No. It's madness.
Also, why are you doing that?
Because he's not thinking.
No, but also that like the desire to still be like competitive at that point where it's like, I'm going to go and race the dads. My 10-year-old's fucking...
Well, you don't know. Maybe he hasn't been getting any at home. This is his last throw of the roll of the dice. You know what I mean?
If the missus sees me win the school running race.
Maybe I'll get lucky. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
I guess you can't begrudge a dad
trying to get
starved of chong.
Yeah.
Trying to,
So that's just a man rolling it's his final roll of the dice.
Yeah.
Maybe if I win this race, I'll get a root. Now, what has that got to do with Jack? Not a whole lot.
6 months recovery for a snapped Achilles is fucking disgusting. And also, I do know what you're talking about with St. Vincent Hospital junkies and delaying your opportunity to get
I would have thought that if you went in there with a snapped Achilles, as in it's rolled up into your calf, you might get looked at.
Bro, when I broke my kneecap, I was just sat on a fucking bed for like 6 hours and with Panadeine Fort. My kneecap was shattered. They didn't give me shit. And
6
then,
hours?
Yeah, dude. And then they came. I was like, And then finally they came in and fucking blasted me full of morphine. First time I'd ever had it. And I was like, whoa.
Fun?
Fantastic.
What do you feel?
I felt it trickle up my arm. So, like, I was in so much pain. Like, all right, we're going to give you morphine now. I'm like, fucking great. And then I felt it trickle up my arm. Like, they're putting it, goes... And then just like someone's released a dam wall, it just gushed down my body and just goes... And I was like, oh, fuck. I started laughing. I go, oh, my God, dude. I get it. I started going, I get it. Like, what are you going to like? This is the best. It is good. I can see how people get into it. So, yes, before long, I'm the junkie holding up the fucking St. Vincent Hospital. Anyway, let's move on.
I get it.
Boys, on the subject of the low-grade sports injuries. We play Division E, OzTag, at Kirrawee in the Sutherland Shire. We were down about, let's be modest here, we were down about 13-2. And my mate ran through the line chasing a bloke that made a line break, and he fucking snapped his tibia and fibia chasing a tag. Let's be real, he really didn't need to go for, and he was in hospital for about a week and a half. All right, beers soon, boys. See you later.
This seems to be like the common thread between social sport injuries. It's like, I really didn't need to do this, but I did it, and it resulted in fucking chaos.
Was that a tib fib?
That was a tib fib. Tib fib, dude.
Tib fib's a lot, dude.
Tib fib's so hectic. Streety did his tib fib, and he's still got this like mound on his leg from like where the bone grew together.
What age did we get there? Have we been getting ages on these things?
No. You know what I'm liking?
Because I wouldn't mind like if I could start correlating this with age a little bit more, you know?
Yeah. I tell you what I'm liking, though.
It's just feeling a bit 30s to me.
I like this, like, calling about your social sport. Like, calling about, like, if we give these motherfuckers, give us your fucked up yarns about this.
Well, like what we're doing.
Yeah, but what I mean is, like, what's the next thing?
Right. Okay. Well, you and I can work that out.
No, we can. Yeah. That's more what I'm saying to you, though.
I'm with you.
What I'm doing is I am giving the punter and the dribbler a peek behind the curtain of how this fucking high-level operation
it's
operates.
It's a high-level operation.
Operating currently.
Operating highly.
Tom, Eddie, Dior, Toddler. Just a little dribble carrying on from talking about men in their late 20s and early 30s having ridiculous sporting injuries playing social sport. I've set the scene, boys. Cold August night out at Narrabri, 2021, mixed D-grade social touch football. This old rooster thought he could hit a hole on the inside. Anyway, put the foot down, left Achilles completely snapped in two. One half behind the calf, other half under the heel. Oh! 8 weeks in a moon boot later, and I have one slightly above regular sized calf and one fucking toothpick for a leg. Enjoy, boys. Love your work.
So the calf goes.
No. So it goes. So the Achilles goes up into the calf, and then it goes underneath the heel.
No, but he was saying now he's got one normal sized leg and one fucking scrawny calf.
Oh, I think he was saying after 6 months in the moon boot, that's what it looked like.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Fucking under the heel, dude. Snapped Achilles that's like a scary injury.
Oh no, snapped Achilles is wigging me out.
Yeah, same. Because like we are active. We are actively inactive. Like, we do shit, but we also don't do much shit. And I like to run. I don't like to run fast, though.
It sounded like a step-based thing.
Yeah, it sounds like explosive movements.
So don't step.
Don't try to do anything explosive.
Just don't step.
Well, yeah, but that's an explosive movement, right? If you were also trying to be quick off the mark,
yeah. Just be mediocre,
dude. Just
everything you do.
Yeah, slow. Just trot, dude.
Just meander.
Shuffle.
Just shuffle and meander. Because listen, if you get 90 in age, it's not worth it. Because I'll give you the hot tip. Even if I was to put an explosive step on, it's not fooling anyone.
No, it's not.
I'm too slow.
Dude, so slow. You're not an explosive guy. You're not a fast twitch guy.
But you, like me, compared to 10 years ago, I'm like stuck in the mud now.
Yeah, same. And I was never particularly fast, but I was definitely faster.
Stuck in the mud.
Stuck. Or like, you know in dreams when you get chased and you're like, I can't move?
Yeah, like that.
That's what that
is. Yeah, that's exactly what it's like. Yeah, these Achilles ones are fucking edge. And we've had a couple of them, and I'm not liking it.
Me. I don't want an Achilles under my heel. Let's go, D.
Tom and Eddie, how's it going? You guys were talking about some like horrific injuries from casual sports. Immediately thought of my dad. He was always like super serious sport when he was younger, trying to go pro and so on. But he never really had any like really bad injuries until he started playing casual sport. So I've got 3 for you. So this one was, I was 6 or 7. We were playing this like kids versus parents game at the end of our football season. There were a few age groups playing, so it was a big deal. Anyways, my dad lost the ball. He's chasing one of the parents across the field. He just collapses, tears his hamstring so badly, we had to stop the game and call in an ambulance. Ambulance is like on the pitch, more than 100 people watching. I'm just fucking dying of embarrassment. Other one was he was
Just
playing,
pause that for a second.
So this bloke's got a couple.
But to have a hamstring injury so bad that you need an ambulance, like I'd get a hamstring's bad, and I'm not saying that this wasn't required, but like that is fucking...
Typically what you'll see with a hamstring injury is I'll need help hobbling off.
Help me off the field, my thigh. Like think about Michael Clark, right? Michael Clark v. Carlos Stefanovic.
Yes.
That's a hamstring getting fucking done.
Yep.
I would have thought you just limp off. To have an ambulance, I'm not surprised this gentleman was embarrassed as fuck at dad.
I did my hammy playing Oztab. You just limp off.
I did my hammy in footy, and I intercepted the ball, did it, and I had like literally only like 30 metres, 20 metres. Was it what is in rugby in 22? So I had the 22 to get to a try line. I got run down in like a second. I was like, oh, and then I just got smoked.
Good for you, mate.
Thanks, dude.
So was this dad just laying on the fucking pitch?
Yeah, dude. They said they had to bring hundreds of people watching.
Jesus Christ.
That's embarrassing. Anyway, carry on. What else has he got?
It's tough.
Dad didn't learn, obviously.
That's tough.
Other one was he was playing a ton of squash, and one night he tore his Achilles completely playing with a mate of his, so he had surgery on it. The next day, he fell in the shower and he did surgery again.
Oh.
And then, probably a year later, he bought himself some rollerblades for Christmas.
Oh my God.
And literally Christmas morning, he's all excited. He bought them for himself, so he knew he got them. And he puts them straight on, goes outside, starts rolling down the road. I'm just standing there with my brother and my sister on the driveway with mum, watching him slowly roll off to the distance. And his feet just like fly out from under him, stacks it on his shoulder on the middle of our road. He had to get a shoulder eco, and it's never been the same.
Oh my God,
dude. Love the potty, up the bunnies. Some of the world's most injury-prone father out.
So I was looking at the lay of the land. Yeah. So he fucks his hammy, gets surgery, slips in the shower the next day.
He fucks his Achilles playing squash. Achilles seems to be an old man injury.
It does.
Fucks his Achilles playing squash, gets surgery, slips in the shower the next day, needs
surgery again.
Year later, gets rollerblades, already questionable choice.
Which he's excited about on the day.
On Christmas Day, he's bought himself.
He knows what he's bought himself.
Yeah.
See, he's unwrapping his own present, which is highly suspect. And to add a layer of intrigue, Tom.
Yeah.
He's bought himself rollerblades.
Yeah, rollerblades an odd choice. But this guy, to be honest, I fucking love this dad.
So do I.
This guy sounds like streety.
No, this is Hamish Street.
This is Hamish.
In 10 years,
we could be getting a call from the future here.
Was that Street's son?
Was that Street's son from the future?
Would it be shocking to you?
It wouldn't shock me if it was Street's son from the future. This sounds like Hamish.
A little bit it did, with a bit of Carly mixed in.
Yes.
Don't you think?
Yeah, definitely.
Weird. May have
got a call from the future.
He may have got a call from the future.
That
was fucking great.
That's an accident-prone dad.
Street would 100% get himself rollerblades for Christmas and be excited about it.
Yeah, but he'd also fucking have a shower after fucking... Like, why aren't you sitting in the shower after your Achilles surgery? Aren't you in hospital?
That was 100% Street, dude.
Yeah.
That was Streety.
All right.
Boys, it's T. Flemmo here of biggest Seagulls fan in Coogee fame. Just talking sporting injuries. Take it back, Burrows Park, you guys know it well, November 27, 2020. Like every week beforehand, every week since, about 12 to 16 of Sydney's finest never-been footballers strap on their Rebel Sal's footy boots and take part in a 6 a.m. touch footy game that we call Dad Bods at Latte.
Sure.
I don't get that. Can you pause that?
Dad Bods at Latte. So they've got Dad Bods and they have a latte at the end.
Right, so Dad Bods, that latte?
Yeah, that latte.
Okay.
That enjoy a latte.
Yeah, okay, sweet. I'm not a big latte guy.
They just scored a try, so they're kicking off, and there's a low jab kick from my arch nemesis, J Train Megason, travelling towards me. Look, I hesitated. I I didn't know whether to leave it, and then I had to kick it back if it bounced, or make a late play, take a scream with the lads, and get on the attack. Obviously, I tried to do the latter, but after all that thought, I left it too late. Ball bounced, jarring my hands. I look at my right hand, and my pinky is out to a 90-degree angle on my right hand. So I went to go put it back into place with my left hand and realised that my left pinky was also at a right angle. Perfectly symmetrical, dislocated pinkies. And as you can imagine, all those boys were just on their knees in shock, disgust, pure laughter. Mate of mine, Hocko, not a doctor, snapped them back into place, put electrical tape around them, play on. And then I went and saw the doc that day, and she'd never seen anything like it. The X-ray place had never seen anything like it. And I never got them fixed. And to this day, I can't straighten them. But, was trying to do something for the boys. Guys, Burrows Park, 6 a.m. Friday. So, yeah.
I mean, look, that's commitment. It's commitment, you know what I mean, for the team by any means necessary.
It's commitment, but he's got it horribly wrong. And having played a bit of fucking touch and a bit of Oztag, it's you just stop it with your foot and you pick it up.
No, but if it hits the ground, you got to kick it back. So you got to catch it on the full. That's what he was saying.
In touch.
Yeah,
you
it's
do,
just
right.
him. This is like their boys.
Yeah. So he had to
rip in, but he fucked it anyway because it hit the ground because he spent too much time thinking about it. That's awful.
How do you get your pinkies?
I think it's like dive like this, and then your pinkies both hit the ground at the same time.
So these are the lowest. That's got to be it.
Yeah.
But he's jammed him in there to try and get the footy.
If he was smart, he would have put the foot out and tried to kick it up to himself.
Yeah, if he was playing eyes up. Unfortunately, he was playing pinkies out.
Pinkies out, which you don't want.
You don't want to play pinkies out.
I tell you what, though, hearing that, I want to get some footy boots.
And do what with them?
I don't know. Wear them in.
Just wear them around the house.
Wear them in. Go for a kick.
Just wear them around the house.
Yeah, no, just go for a kick, maybe a little trot. Bit of touch. Blow out an Achilles.
Yeah, that sounds like a fucking great idea, man.
Let's go.
Great boys, Physio Dribbler here. Got a list for you. So you're asking about injuries for comps that don't matter. I'll try and keep it chronological, but for some background, over my lifetime, I've played about 20 years of rugby union, 2 years of league. I think I batted like 1 over for cricket. And what else? There's a couple of... The dumbest injury, I'll start with it. The dumbest injury I ever had was during the off-season. I was trying to keep fit, so I played indoor soccer. In my second game, I did my ACL. That was unpleasant. Ultimately, it was concussions that...
Is he down a mine, this bloke?
Is he down a mine?
Concussions that
in the landing gear of a
retire. But, yeah, so we got the ACL. I had a sciatic nerve injury. That was during pre-season strongman training, gym with the boys. I had a shoulder thing. I think I dislocated the opposite shoulder as well. Hamstring, fucking glute muscles, numerous muscle injuries, and
this bloke's a mess.
At no point, and I can't stress this enough, at no point was I ever a shout to play professionally anywhere.
I'm not shocked by that revelation.
but I'm never going to get there.
Really?
Oh, and I'll put
so
hand
they'd
on
you peg
heart,
for
no,
national duty.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you asking us what our injuries are. What are your injuries?
What are my injuries?
That guy, and listen, thank you for your call. He kind of didn't give any story. Like the ACL one, he gave a story, and then the other one was just like, I've done my hammy, I fucking hurt my knee. I could tell you about I've rolled my ankle.
Yeah, he sounded like he was in a train tunnel or something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
or literally hanging onto the wheels of a plane.
Mm. Yeah, he's in with the landing gear, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's in the landing gear.
Odd place to make a call from.
Appreciate it though. Going the big lift as a plane, as you're in the landing gear of a cruising altitude. Fucking
yeah, it's gonna get cold up there, mate.
It will.
I've heard of people stowing away in the fucking landing gear and they freeze to death.
Yeah.
So hopefully he made it.
No, well, I hope to God he made it.
Injuries for me, I did my hemi playing Oztag. I fucked my back.
I fucked my
That's
back
about
playing
it.
cricket, where I was laying on the floor of our house, I was laying in the floor of the bedroom for basically the whole night, and to get to like all fours was. It's the first time I did my back, and it was like the worst. It was like. The first time you do your back really bad, you realise how fucked. Like, I remember my old man used to fuck his back sometimes when I was younger, and I'd be like, how bad is it really, though? Because he'd be, like, fucking in bed or, like, struggling or went, like, oi, newsflash, back's important.
Does every man fuck his back at one point in their life?
I don't know.
Like, how they're super common, right? Back injuries? But, like, girls don't seem to get them as much. Women don't seem to get them as much.
I don't know what that's about.
Is that
actually.
inaccurate?
I don't
as a
know.
Statement?
I don't know if it's inaccurate or not. Maybe they do and they just don't talk about it. But dudes will let you know.
Bruh. If you do your back like I've done my back, you fucking telling people.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, no one tells.
You're not fucking swallowing that.
No one talks about back pain as much as a dude with a sore back. Like, it's all you will talk about as a guy. Oh, my back, bro. Oh, my back.
Because it's all consuming.
I know.
So the point I'm trying to make is, I think I would have noticed if Ella had fucked
If chicks
her
were
back.
doing their back.
She's about the only person I can refer to. My sister as well. Mum never really complained of back injuries, I don't believe. So I'm just doing the math, doing the numbers.
It does say here, men are more likely than women to sustain spinal cord injuries. This is in the United States because of 5 key reasons. Male violence, motorcycle.
No. I'm not talking about being paralysed. I'm talking about back issues.
Yeah, like as in, I went to pick up the fucking the shopping in my back.
All right. Well, there's another thing that says engagement.
Spasms.
Engagement in physical activities at work and play, such as heavy lifting, prolonged sitting, and inconsistent exercise, i.e., the weekend warrior.
Tell you what, I think chicks can get really bad backs after childbirth. Can really fuck them up.
There you go.
Steph, because when their stomach grows, their abdominal muscles separate. And so obviously your core is what keeps things going. So like when that separates, it's just completely fucking, it's like all their lower back just takes everything, and it takes a while for it to then rejoin, and it doesn't necessarily always work the same way.
Interesting. Thank you for that, Tom.
Got a couple of kids.
Do you?
Yep.
Tom, Eddie, punters and dribblers. Long-time dribbler, first-time caller. I was listening to your most recent potty about Barthy's unfortunate injury in amateur sport, and it did jog my memory about time when I was playing Shires cricket for the mighty Lingfield District Cricket Club. Shout out to him. It was one game, real tight game. We had our star batter go down, falling over a cricket ball, and he's dislocated his shoulder quite bad. The green whistle came out, the ambos came, the game was stopped for a while. Anyway, so that happened, and then we got a sub fielder on. Shout out to you, Harsh. And game gets really tight. They need 2 runs to win with 2 balls to go. Anyway, our ring-in substitute fielder, the ball goes out to him on the boundary, and as he's about to pick up the ball, he goes down like a sack of shit, and I'm fielding about 30 metres away from him, and I hear a loud crack, and he's writhing around in pain, and anyway, long story short, ambos get called again, paramedics arrive, the old green whistle comes out again, and we later found out that the substitute fielder for the man who dislocated his shoulder a mere 10 overs previously has ruptured his ACL and his PCL while trying to field a cricket ball. That's all I got for you, boys.
Dude.
Keep dribbling. Be here soon.
That's the thing, right? Like,
what's a PCL?
Posterior cruciate ligament. Front, back, I think. Posterior is back. Anterior front, maybe, because posterior is your ass.
Sure.
I don't know, but that's it. I think it's front and back cruciate ligaments. That's the thing with this shit, dude. That's why I find it so funny. And this is also the problem that I have. Obviously, not if it's happened to me directly. But when I see someone, and obviously I guess maybe the severity of the injury, but like I can't help but laugh at people's injuries in the context of social sport, again, within context, because of how unnecessary it is. Chapo, when we were playing cricket, I must have spoken about this a few years ago when it happened. He pulled his hammy chasing the fucking ball to the boundary. And so then he was like, kept playing though, because that's what you do, because you're just like, fuck it, I'm here. So he was limping around. We were trying to put him like away from where they were hitting shots. And they fucking put another one where he's had to go. So he's limping after it. And then he does his other hammy. So both hammies are pulled. And then we go into bat and we're fucking collapsing hard. We had him down the end. And then he comes into bat and he's trying to run singles and shit. And just seeing a guy with both pulled hammies trying to like waddle down the pitch. Like I knew he was in a significant amount of pain and I was fucking dying with laughter.
He's just got that dog in him.
Yeah, he does.
That's what it is. The problem is that we all think we're 19 still. Because as we've said before, you wake up one day and you're almost 34, right? But yesterday you were 19. Now you're almost 34.
Yeah, well,
like that's just a reality.
You and I had a very fucking real conversation in the car the other day, which was like, dude, we're going to be 40 before we know it.
Before we know it like that, we'll be 40. And that's just, it is what it is, right? Like my old man who's fucking nearly 70, he's like, I still feel 19. So
6 years ago, I'm 28. 6 years from now, I'm 40.
Yeah, think about that. Think about that. And off the back of that, if you still think you're 19, fucking oath you're going to run that single.
Yeah, you have a crack.
You're going to run that single.
Yeah. Push for two.
Push for two. Is a three on offer?
Well, it's sort of a slowish outfield, but it's a big boundary. So, you know,
Big
what do you do?
boundary.
You push for three.
We're pushing for three. That's what you do. So I get all these sporting injuries. I get them. They're fucking hilarious and they're sad as fuck and they're all pathetic, but I get them.
I had a cricketing injury when I was younger, which my friends describe as one of the funniest things they've seen, where I was batting with another bloke running in between the wickets. I'd hit a shot that was kind of up in the air, so I was watching the ball, seeing if it was going to get caught, ran straight into the bat of the dude that was running opposite me, completely like hit me flush on the cheek. I like dropped like a sack of beans and just... Yeah, like it was like almost like I was coat hanged. Like the momentum just stopped with my head.
Oh my God.
Dude, when you get hit from something that you don't see coming,
oh, it fucks you up.
Dude, it's way, way worse. Like say someone hit you in there with a pillow even. You know what I mean? Like if I saw a block of wood coming, like there's almost a part of me that's less injured than if a pillow gets me and I'm not paying attention, let alone a cricket bat.
Yeah, the one that catches you off guard really fucks you.
I ran into a barbecue playing. Well, it wasn't social. It was backyard footy. Fucked me up real good.
Yeah, fuck that. It happens.
Hey.
It happens.
We got any more of these, Dave?
Yeah, this is the last one.
You know, when I was like 3, I roll out of the top bunk bed because we didn't have things, and I fucking hit my my head on the corner of the thing.
They didn't give you you didn't have a little retaining wall?
No.
Jesus.
Needed one.
You fucking oath you did.
Needed one.
We got a retaining wall for Evie. Got to have a retaining wall, dude.
Rolled over, hit the corner of the cupboard, bang. Fucked me up. Got a big scar there.
Yeah, you do have a big scar there. I've never asked you.
There you go.
Good for you, mate.
Yeah. Could have lost me on.
G'day, fucking Tom, Eddie, the other bloke.
Wasn't it working?
Just regarding injuries in the most casual of casual sporting arenas. Oz tag, we know plenty about that. Div 3 Oz tag. Grubber put in on the last. Gone to dive for it over the line. Timed it perfectly. Bang. Placed it. Yeah, sweet. Boys getting around me. How's my pinky? Look down. She's on about a 90 degree to the rest of my hand. I've instantly fucking gone into shock. Thought this is my worst fucking fear. And I've just snapped it back into place. Then to look up and the referee to call no try. Ball's gone dead before grounded. So, yeah, that was a hospital trip and a few rip tendons later. And fucking here we are with an irreparable pinky finger. Anyway, fucking give him heaps loads. Cheers.
There is something about that, like when you get injured and it's just like, I'm not getting this thing fixed. Like I'm not going into it. Like you have surgery to repair something maybe, but like you know with your Achilles, for example. But like,
I'm pretty sure Ollie Arch, friend of the show, it was either his pinky or his index finger. He'd never scored a try on Oztag ever. Never ever.
is he Unco?
Yeah, he's Unco.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's a big specimen. He's a big lump of a lad.
Yeah, he's Unco though. Like a fucking baby giraffe. And he's running to score his first try, open space, and puts the ball down early, like misreads the fucking markings on the ground and fucks his finger.
Oh my god.
And never played again.
Oh no. Notch. That's tough. That's real tough.
Oh, notcha.
All right, next one's from Liam Edgerton. Just
Yep.
on the social sport
Joel's
injury
brother?
from the latest potty.
Is it Joel's brother or not?
Unconfirmed, could be.
What does it say so?
It doesn't say in his profile, I am Joel's brother. Went over to Canada to play not so serious social footy, in brackets, legal bongs and telling girls I'm an international footy player. First day of preseason, they took the squad to the local Vancouver beach, played a game called Spike Ball. You familiar with Spike Ball?
Yeah, is that the one? I think I saw
The one on the...
Yeah, where the net is like parallel to the
Dude, I
ground
saw
and
someone
low to
playing
the
that at
ground.
Bondi the other day.
It's pretty fun. played it.
I'm not anti it. Like, I'm not like it's a shit game, but it's a bit like, to be honest, what I was actually, the serving of it, like you stand away from it and you got to smack the ball onto this thing. I was like, that to me seems kind of difficult.
Yeah.
You're not throwing the ball at it. It's like, you know what I mean? There's quite a...
You got to whack it on.
Yeah.
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 Anyway,
Played a game called Spike Ball for some getting to know you type stuff. Tried to make a dive to hit the ball up in the air, and my knee catches in the sand. I tore my ACL, MCL, LCL, and meniscus. The surgeon described it as the worst injury he'd seen outside of a car crash.
fucking hell. Dude, sand
The
can...
worst injury outside of a car accident.
The worst knee
Playing
knee
spike
injury.
ball.
Dude, this sand can fuck you up. Like, sand you think is soft and fun and like, but when you're like, you know, you touch with you're pivoting, you're turning, you're diving, like sand can be a wily old cunt of a fucking substance.
MCL, ACL, what's an LCL?
Lateral cruciate ligament.
I think so, yeah.
Anterior,
And your meniscus.
posterior.
What's a meniscus?
I believe the meniscus has something to do with like the knee cappy.
I defer to you for all knee-based.
Yeah, my knees are fucked, but I also wouldn't be deferring too much to me because I didn't look into it, nor did I do any rehab. So my knee is still very, very stiff and weak. So I wouldn't listen to me at all. This one is who, Dave?
Charlie Farr Jones.
Yep.
He's just said, run it straight with Big Wendell Sailor, social injury, dislocated kneecap. And he's got a video.
Fuck off.
Hold on. Sorry, tell you, I thought I just wanted to make sure that I had the volume.
Oh! Oh my god,
dude! Dell just. You can see. Can you go slow mo? Just drag that slowly. So now bring it round. Oh, look at it! Oh, you can see it there. Oh, you can see the fucking kneecap. Oh, that's fucked, dude. Holy shit.
God. That is fucking brutal.
Oh, and Big Dell. Look at him. Still got it. There's Big Dell.
Yeah. Dell doesn't give a fuck.
We're posting this. Oh, he's fucking had him.
God. That's fucking innocuous too.
That is innocuous. He doesn't look like he's had to do too much.
So
and he's got a
innocuous.
crowd, though. He's got a crowd
it's
participating in
innocuous.
the knee.
That's innocuous.
All right, that's good stuff. All right, who else we got?
AG, mate.
Shit, he's written this one. Melbourne-based police dribbler here. Driving back from my hometown in northwest Sydney back to Melbourne. Heard your famous... got me thinking, November 21, when I was back in the burbs of Melbourne playing touch footy with school kids participating in a community police engagement day. As a born and bred Sydney-sider with an eager eye for NRL and horrible goose step, I got a little toey to play with the footy with the kids. Why not? It's community engagement day. I started getting into the rhythm. My inner Dave Taylor circa 2008 came out. Euphoria was at its peak until I had the ball charging up the field. I was met by a 10-year-old 90-kilogram Islander girl coming to tag me. I was confident and possibly a little arrogant. I went with what came naturally. I released the hips and whipped out a goose step. That's when the terrible moment occurred. I slipped and began falling like a sack of shit. My only concern was the gun that was still strapped to my leg. Yes, we were playing whilst equipped. I didn't want to land on my gun and shoot my leg/toes off, so I quickly spun to the other side and landed on my shoulder. This was followed by a large cracking noise and a monstrous laugh from the Islander girl. I was sheepishly in pain and extremely embarrassed. I walked to my sergeant like a cowering dog. I told him I fucked my shoulder. He told me I was pale and better go to hospital. I went, and surely enough, it was snapped in half.
Oh, bruh.
This all followed with a 9-hour drive to Sydney to get it surgically sorted and in a tip-top wearing shape for my best mate's birthday and wedding. Dude, would you want to fly or drive if you've broken your shoulder?
Fly.
I would have thought so, but turbulence.
Bro, turbulence is not as bad as fucking roads, bouncy roads. Most roads are fucking dog shit.
That's true. For 9 hours.
You've got to be kidding.
Maybe you just load up on endone and stuff.
Mate, 9 hours in the car, you've lost your mind. That is absurd.
He's gone the goosey, slipped, worried about shooting his feet off. Shout out to the boys in blue.
Shout out to
the boys and girls in blue.
Shout out to boys and girls in blue, but that's pretty sad, bro.
That's crook.
That's crook. That is crook.
All right, is this the last one here? It is. Still Charlie Farr Jones, Flynn Correa. I already feel like I know what's going to happen here. Hey, lads, just listen to the most recent pod, and you guys asked to send some casual sporting injuries. Mine isn't from a sporting competition as such, but I'd argue the backyard sporting arena is where most competitive events occur. When I was about 10, 11, I got GoPro for Christmas. The first thing I wanted to do was film a video of me with my friends making some classic catches while sliding down the slip and slide. My mate, fuck, I don't know if I want to read this.
Keep going. Keep trucking.
As we were at my mate's house, I was unaware of my surroundings and a little too focused on getting the shot rather than my general safety. So after the first footy was chipped into the air, I was running faster than Jason Saab. Impossible, he's quickest man alive. Next to my mate, filming him slide down the slip and slide, trying to catch the ball when I pulled a toddler and fell over. Turns out the thing I fell over was a pitchfork.
Oh, hang on.
That had been left out more. Oh! Ah! All right, get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Is it gone? Okay. Ah! It was a pitchfork that had been left out, and more concerningly, it was now through my foot. Luckily, the pitchfork only went through between my toes, so it missed all my tendons. And my time on the sideline was only around 4 weeks. Worst part of the story is because my first time using the GoPro.
How do you get it out?
This is good. The worst part of the story is that because it was my first time using the GoPro, I hit the wrong button and didn't film any of it. Although I do have the photo of the pitchfork through my foot. Thank you, Flynn Correa. Let's leave it there. I'm done. That
was a lot.
Social sport. There you go. Maybe we'll do another one of these. Not social sport. Not something fucked up. But, well, fucking something fucked up funny. I'm out, dude. I'm out.
That was a lot.
That was gross.
Could you two just not talk anymore?